Yeah, totally. I will say it takes me way too long to finish a montage in most cases.
It's not a bad tongue. That's actually that's a good thing.
Yeah, we're talking like 3 to like 8 months typically
Wow.
on the timeline. Yeah, in terms of that stuff. I don't really like to work on anything for less than that because I always feel like there's more that I could do, or like even if I feel like it's good, I'll just sit with it for a little while because sometimes you come
Meditate
back.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you come back 2 weeks later and you realize like, no, I actually really don't like the way that this flows or something like that. So I always like to give myself as much time as possible. In general, I always start off in Premiere, going in, and I think one of the things that I've seen myself and a couple of other editors do, but I don't see a ton of people do, is going in with rough clips and just placing the gun audio against the track. So marking out all of the beats that I want to use for shots, and then just listening to how that sounds against the track. If the audio flow is off, I feel like it's not going to be a good sync for the video anyway. So I try to add those gun sounds in pretty much immediately, like while I'm syncing the clips, and that gives me a really strong idea, of like where I'm syncing it. Because your eyes can be really deceiving, I've found. When you place a clip over something, maybe it looks like it's in sync, and then you come back later and it's like, oh, maybe that's a couple frames off.
Right.
But your ears, like when something's a frame off of a beat, like you hear that immediately. So I try to work with the audio on the sync. And then from there, it's really just taking the comp into After Effects once I'm happy with the rough sync, doing finer, like motion editing on it, adjusting the velocity, all of the clip in and outs, and then eventually adding in those cinematics. Once I get really pleased with how those cinematics are looking against the overall sync, I'll start going in and, laying down some transitions or some masks or some rotos. But really the one big thing that's changed for me a lot recently is like just the clip capturing process in terms of all of the tools that we have now. So previously when I went in, it would just be the process of recording the clip. You record the angle, good, on to the next one. Lately, it's been recording like multiple passes of everything that I might need. So going into reshade and like just recording the depth map of an angle, just recording the normal map, just recording like a chroma keyed version of the foreground, just so I have everything, and like even a blur map if I think that I need it.